Continue to roll. Nick Saban has Alabama as the AP preseason top team for the fourth time in 6 seasons. Skips Oklahoma Sooners come into the season ranked second overall, right ahead of Clemson, who sits at number 3, and Ohio State at number 4. So, Shannon, do I even have to ask you, did the AP poll get this right?
You know what it is, Skip Bayless.
I don't.
When it comes to college football, it's Alabama, and then there's everybody else. Really? Be it Ohio State, Michigan, Clemson, Oklahoma, Texas, it does not matter. When it comes to college football,
really,
it's that burgundy with that A on the side. You know, on the side of that helmet. You know that, I know that. So don't play, Skip Bayless. All of a sudden, you talk about Spencer Rattler.
I haven't even said a word yet. You want to talk about it?
No, I want to talk about. I want to talk about that thing, that stink steak that Coach Saban got down there again.
Yeah.
They bring a started.
It does smell down there. Yeah, because they're all new down there.
Skip, do you realize that since Coach Saban has been in Alabama, he's won 40% of the national titles? Is that good? I just want you to tell me. It's not very often you find the 2 greatest head coaches in college football history go to the same institution. And I remember when Coach Saban went back to Alabama. Why would he go to Alabama and have to be in Coach Brian's shadow? Lo and behold, they built a statue beside Coach Bryant's statue that's bigger than Coach Bryant's.
Interesting.
Last 3 recruiting classes, Alabama, 1. 2, 1. Skip, everybody else they talk about, they don't rebuild at Bama. They reload. It's like they shooting, we out of ammunition, put more in. Because the running back that's the backup was a 5-star. That's what we do. I say we. Your day coming. You know what happens to Oklahoma when they get to the playoffs. Clemson beat the brakes off y'all. Y'all finally got your little, no, they beat y'all by like 100. We beat you by 100, had you 28-0 with Kyler. Remember Kyler? Had you 28-0. The 11-point score really didn't do it justice. So just go ahead and stay in the little Big 12, but you're going to get your comeuppance soon enough. When you got to run that gauntlet, when you got to see us on a regular basis, and LSU, and Florida, and A&M, your day will come soon enough. But stay away from the big boys right now, Skip. It's not your lead. It's not your fight. It's not your fight.
Really? Interesting. So are you telling me that Coach Saban, for the first time in his career, is going to call offensive plays this year? Is that what you're suggesting?
We got Bill O'Brien.
Bill O'Brien is going to call offensive plays? And you're happy with that? You're confident in that?
As long as he's not the head coach.
Help me out here. Would you rather have Lincoln Riley calling plays or Bill O'Brien? I've never loved Bill O'Brien. I thought he was pretty much a product of Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr., and that's what Coach Saban is about to find out. You've got Bill O'Brien doing what Sarkisian did so brilliantly for you.
Great.
Even, I'll take Lane Kiffin calling plays over Bill O'Brien. You are now stuck with him, and guess what? He has a quarterback who has barely played quarterback at the Alabama level.
Number 1 dual threat quarterback coming out of college.
Bryce Young.
We got him.
5-star. Are you sure he's going to be that guy? Is he going to be Mac Jones?
When was the last time Alabama had a quarterback that wasn't that dude? We go back. You want to go back to Jalen Hurts? You want to go back to Tua? You want to go back to Mac Jones? Oh, you want to go back even further? You want to go McCarron? Win national championship.
Yep. I will bet you 10 cases of Diet Mountain Dew at this moment that Spencer Rattler will win the Heisman Trophy.
I don't care about no Heisman.
You don't care about it?
We don't care about the Heisman.
Oh, okay.
We got who won the Heisman last year?
You're just conceding that my guy's going to win the Heisman.
They'll tell you what
Talk
we do.
about dual threat. My guy can't. He's got a whip of an arm and he can move.
Let me tell you what. I tell you what you won't bet 10 Ks will do on that y'all win the national championship. Because that's what we do. When the last time y'all won one of them things? Now that I come to think of it.
It's been a little while.
A little while, how long?
But we won a whole bunch of them before that.
Y'all ain't won as many as Alabama.
Back to like 1999, unfortunately, Bob Stoops' early years.
And now you wanted Bob Stoops gone.
Well, I did, because he had that early breakthrough, and then I don't know what happened. But I love me some Lincoln Riley because he is the best play caller in college football. And the quarterback is back, and the running back who opted out last year, Kennedy Brooks, is back, and he is the best breakaway threat in all of college football. And Austin Stogner, who blew out his knee last year, is back, and he is the best tight end receiving threat in college football. And if you throw him together with Marvin Mims and Theo Weiss and Hazelwood, who was a 5-star recruit. All of a sudden, we are explosive at all the skill positions. More explosive, I believe, than your team will be.
Lincoln Riley, huh? Lincoln Riley,
Yep.
Lincoln Continental,
Yep.
Lincoln Navigator.
Yep.
Alabama by 20.
How about Abraham Lincoln?
Yeah.
That's what he is.
Alabama by 20.
Yeah, I'll take
That's what I like.
Abraham Lincoln. Yeah, wow. Bill O'Brien is calling your plays, and I'm going to
He called
remind
plays for
you.
Tom Brady, got into the Super Bowl.
No, Tom called all those plays for himself. So I will remind you, in this past draft, you had 8 players go in the first 38 drafted.
Say that again.
That's ridiculously great. And then I'll also remind you that in the previous draft, the 2020 draft, would you believe you had 4 go in the first 15 and 10 in the first 3 rounds? Maybe that's depleting the pipeline. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe these players won't be as good. You never know.
You know why the guys go pro? Because there's a chance that the guy that's backing up going to beat them out for the job. So you got to go on pro and make that money. Alabama, that's what they do, each one teach one. So Julio had to get on up out of there because here come Amari Cooper, and then here come Ridley, and then here come Judy, and here come Ruggs, and Waddle,
see any
and
one of those receivers left in the stable? Mechie, yeah.
They call him Big Meat.
Yeah, do they?
Larry
They
Hoover.
call him that.
Yeah.
So all I know is the tide is about to get rolled because my Sooners are poised to explode on the world.
Yeah.
And we are going to cakewalk through the Big 12
Say it
because
again.
we got it at home. We got Nebraska, who's not in the Big 12 anymore, but once upon a time. So we have the big rekindled rematch with Nebraska at home. We got TCU at home. We got Iowa State, who's ranked 7th in the country in this poll, at home. Love it.
But Skip, I mean, you think about it. Nebraska and Iowa hadn't had the matchup since Coach Osborne and Coach Switzer was going back and forth at it. That's the last time that Nebraska-Oklahoma...
Okay, but it's the greatest college football game I ever saw because I was there on the 50-yard line.
You doing 71?
1971, 35-31, unfortunately, Nebraska at Oklahoma.
But Alabama, Skip, they go to Florida, Texas A&M. You're probably going to have to deal with Georgia, LSU.
You are.
Lane Kiffin calling offense at Ole Miss. See, we don't get no cupcakes like they do in the Big 12. You know that. That's why when we get ready for them bowl games, that's why we beat the brakes off people. What did LSU do to Clemson the year before? Beat the brakes off them. What did we do to Ohio State? Beat the brakes off them. That's what we do.
Bill, oh no, O'Brien. You're stuck with him now.
Y'all had Georgia down by like 20 points with Baker Mayfield, the Heisman Trophy winner. And then y'all let Jake Fromm just walk y'all down. Jacob, whoever it was, walk you down.
It was. Baker got hurt. In that
Hey, no, Baker didn't get hurt.
He did get hurt. He did get hurt.
He got his feelings hurt because he was up there celebrating. Remember, he scored right there before the half, and he come back running down the sideline. He was running this, having a good old time.
That is
we shut that down.
Old news.
Oklahoma win a national championship is old news. Coach Wilkinson's not coming back. Barris Wilson's not coming back.
I don't need him. I don't need him. I got Lincoln Riley.
The Selman brothers are
He
not.
might be better than any of them.
The Selman brothers are not walking through that door.
Definitely not walking through those.
Okay,
Brian Bosworth. Is not.
Exactly. So you know, y'all used to have a nice little squad back in the day.
We got a loaded defensive squad. We are way better on defense than we used to be because we took off at the end of the year. And guess what we did to Florida out of the SEC and Kyle Trask out of the SEC? We did a 55-20 on them.
Yeah. Tony opted out. Kyle Pitts opted out. All the guys opted out except Kyle Trask.
Yeah.
Come on now, you know y'all ain't gonna beat them boys if them boys to come. But your day coming. See how you
Loaded.
talking? Y'all ain't loaded.
We are loaded.
You loaded for the Big 12. You are. You're loaded for the Big 12.
Remember I said this word, this name, Kennedy Brooks. Remember this name, Austin Stogner. You're going to be spitting them out all year long over there because we have better skill position players than you do.
Austin Scott, Austin Hooper, Austin, Texas, all y'all. If you see Alabama, you're getting beat by 20. That's all I know.
All I know is we will be undefeated in the regular season, and we hope
y'all don't play nobody.
Yeah, we hope we get to play.
What we doing, Skip?
We hope you get there.